Internal controls is critical for the safety of your business, and I want to talk about a $400,000 theft of Lobster that recently happened and what the internal control weaknesses were that allowed it to happen. So here's what happened. As it turns out, cargo theft of trucks, ships, other things, is a $15 to $35 billion annual loss issue in the U.S. I had no idea how much it was. So what happened in this case was there was a $400,000 truckload of lobster that was leaving a logistics facility. And what happened is that there was an email that was sent from a fictitious company that had an email address that was only slightly different from the real shipping company they expected to show up. So this is like a fictitious payee with cash. This is a fictitious email that they created. In both cases, there's a fictitious company. The second thing they did was the driver who showed up had a fake commercial driver's license. You have to have a commercial driver's license to drive a truck. And the third thing was, and this was the most clever, is that the tractor trailer truck had the branding on the side of the real company, logo, all that information, and it had written on the side of the truck the fake tractor trailer number that the real truck had. So they created a fake truck to show up and take all this merchandise. And off they go and they took the merchandise. So the last thing that they did was the GPS in the truck was turned on. And I can tell you because I have a friend who drives trucks, it's required that you have GPS for obvious tracking reasons. They turned off the GPS so they couldn't trail the truck after the truck left the facility. So what could have be done to prevent this in terms of internal controls? Well, the first thing is having a process in place where when you get an email saying we're showing up to get a truckload of whatever, that you have there is an alert so it gets sent to the actual trucking company to confirm that this email, this inquiry is legitimate. It's sort of like two-factor authorization when you log into something. There's a two-step process independently of each other for confirming that an email is legitimate. So that's one thing that could have happened. The other thing is that when you get the email, you call the real trucking company and say, give me the name, ID, and other information of the trucker that's going to show up to take the load, and you compare that to the identification of the person who shows up. That's another way. The third way is have tracking devices within the packaging of the things you put on the truck, not just on the truck itself, so that you can track the items regardless of what truck they're in or where they go. So these are some controls we have in place. And again, the best thing to do is have segregation of duties, which is segregating custody, authority, and record keeping between three different people.